All right, you guys just want me to make a statement on it, or do you want to ask some questions, or
If
both?
you want to start with the statement, Sharon, and then we might prompt you with a question in
Okay.
response to it.
All right, yes, we've been asked about some threats that have been happening throughout our local schools here, and it's been ongoing through the day. We have found out that nationwide there have been an abundance of threats of active school shooters and threats of school shootings that have occurred today. Thankfully, so far all of those appear to be false reports. But we handle every single call that we get from a school regarding a threat at the school, whether it's a shooting, somebody with a weapon, a bomb threat, whatever it is. We handle every single one of those as if that's actually an actual threat that somebody might act on. And so we went to priority dispatch earlier today, and that is where we hold off on non-violent, non-emergency calls, and we do nothing but respond to the most serious of calls, so that we had all our units available to respond at any time to any school that received a threat, which we have been doing throughout the day. Thankfully, all of ours have been false threats, but we handled each one as if an active shooting was going to happen. I know it's very difficult on the families and on our children, but we just can't take the chance and not act on it. So I did hear that SUSD has made an arrest in one of their false reports, but you'll have to get with them on that. And thankfully, everyone that we have investigated was just a false threat at this time.
Have you increased more patrol officers to circulate around schools and campuses?
Absolutely. Going to priority dispatch like this, we want to put the kids and the families at ease. So we've had a tremendous amount of units out, just out surrounding the schools, as far as driving by them, being very highly visible, walking through the campuses. We don't want to overdo it. We don't want to scare children that like something bad is happening, but we want them to know that we're close by, and if they have any concerns at all, that we can be there in a moment's notice.
Can you speak to the seriousness or consequences of threats like this being made by a member of the public?
Yeah, this is huge to us. You know, I mean, these threats that come in, the trauma it causes the children, our children. We have staff here that were on the phone with their kids as this was happening, and we take this very seriously, and we are diligent at tracking down the folks that do this. We have some very good techniques now, and I think we have a very high percentage of finding folks that either call in or text in or whatever it is. Our guys have gotten very good working with electronics and social media and things like that to be able to track these people down, and the DA will charge them and hold them accountable for the cost of what it takes to do this, and try and eliminate it by really deterring them from doing it in the future.
This has been occurring for several days. We've received several messages at several schools in several cities. Is there any advice or words that you can offer to students and staff regarding vigilance, or just how to deal with this that hopefully does not become a new norm?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you asked that, because we want to make sure that people don't just all of a sudden start saying, I'm not going to report it because this has happened before. We want to know about every time that somebody comes across a post that mentions something about violence at schools or anything like that. We would much rather respond and have nothing happen and nothing going on than somebody not respond, not report one and then something happens. So please stay vigilant. Continue to monitor your children's time on the internet and things like that, and if they see things in chat rooms, they need to tell their parents, they need to tell teachers. If they're hearing rumors, if they're hearing other students saying things about violence and possible violence, anything like that, we want to know about, and we want to respond to, and we want to investigate it fully, So please, let's not get lax on this because of some idiot or idiots nationwide doing something like this. We need to stay vigilant, and anytime there's a threat like that, you need to notify law enforcement.
Do you guys believe these threats are coming from local students in our area, specifically to San Joaquin County?
You know, obviously they've made an arrest locally here on one. We're not sure yet on the others, and we will continue to investigate to see if anything locally occurs here. If we are able to track it back to someplace else, we will work with our state and federal partners to make sure that wherever it came from, that we have somebody knocking on that door and taking action against that subject.
That's all.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.